I want to talk about boxing right now. I want to talk about Devin Haney losing to Ryan Garcia. When we talk about the four kings of this era, it was Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia. Shakur Stevenson was in a lower weight class at the time. Now I think he's kind of been thrown into the mix a little bit. Kind of similar to the four kings of the 80s. Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, and Thomas Hearns. Not comparing these guys to those guys, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not saying that, these guys have done what those guys have done. But what I do like is we're not in this era where if you lose a fight, it's all over. Out of those four, Teofimo Lopez has lost. Ryan Garcia has lost. Devin Haney has lost. And if Gervonta Davis loses, his career is not going to be over. You could come back from a loss. This idea that you have to be undefeated is not true. I think people think that because Floyd Mayweather was undefeated, but that's not how boxing works. It's never been important to be undefeated until Floyd Mayweather came around. Don't get me wrong. You obviously want to win every single fight, but that's not necessary. When you look at the big fights in history, they weren't both undefeated. When Roberto Duran fought Sugar Ray Leonard the first time, Duran Ray had lost to Esteban de Jesus. The second time, when it was Leonard versus Duran, obviously Leonard had lost to Duran the first time. When Leonard fought Hearns, Leonard already had the loss to Duran. Hagler already lost to Willie Monroe earlier when he fought versus all those guys. So this idea, that you have to be undefeated is not true. When Thomas Hearns fought Marvin Hagler, neither of them were undefeated. Hagler lost to Monroe and Watts. I know the Watts one was controversial. And Hearns got knocked out by Leonard before that. Whenever the top two guys in the Fab Four, whenever two guys in the Fab Four fought each other, none of them were both guys undefeated. The only time you could really think of two undefeated guys were Ali Frazier and Holyfield and Bo. When Tyson and Holyfield fought, they had both lost before that. So this idea that you have to be undefeated is it's not true. I like this, and that is what I think is good for this era. Match them up, fight them, and fans don't lose respect for you if you have a loss. The real hardcore fans understand that that's part of the territory. And even Mayweather, he had a few fights that were close. That could have, like, the Castillo fight could have gone either way. He might have, lost that. And then if in the rematch, if he had, he beat Castillo, but it was close. The fight versus Maidana, the first fight, it was tight. I thought he won, but it was a good fight. Maybe if Maidana turns up a little bit, he would, be able to, win that fight. So the point is that undefeated is not what boxing is about. It's about the best fighting the best. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.